YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do hair care routine, winter hair care routine to be precise. I'm saying winter hair care routine because in fact my hair care routine in summer is quite different from what I'm doing in winter. What I want to show in this video basically is a very hands-on routine, really what I use during winter and autumn season for my hair care, and not just like tips like eat well and everything, so a bit more hands-on. Obviously eating well is the basis of everything, like good skin, good hair, but this should be a bit more hands-on. The products I'm going to show are just examples, so that's just what I'm currently using, so it would work with any other product that kind of has the same effect if you're using other products. Because my hair naturally is kind of wavy, so it's neither straight nor on the curly side, and as a teenager, I used to hate it because that was a time when everyone wanted kind of straight hair and it would never be like straight. And then I would straighten it with a hair straightener and all the heat would basically damage the hair and it would break and it would just not be as nice. So my ideal hair care routine would actually be to have my hair dry naturally. It would just not be practical to do that in winter, also for not getting ill and the time it takes. So in winter I actually use a hairdryer, and when I do use a hairdryer I need to have my hair rather straight because otherwise it's just gonna be a mess. And so I thought I'm gonna fill you in my hair care routine for colder days. What's similar to my summer hair care routine is the frequency I wash my hair. So I will not wash it every day or every other day. I will really just wash 1 or 2 times a week max. That might sound a bit gross, but to be honest I think it's not good for hair and scalp if you wash your hair too often. So I settled on this routine. When I do wash my hair, I take a little bit of extra time to really take care of it and pamper it a little bit. And actually, my hair care routine starts already before I wash it, especially in winter when there's dry air inside, cold air outside. I like to have kind of a beauty ritual for my hair before I actually start washing my hair. So sometimes I do that overnight when I know exactly I have got nothing important up the next day, I can sleep in, whatever. I will apply a mask and have that just soak into scalp and hair, or sometimes I just apply it, do whatever I do in the meanwhile, and then I go and wash it out. What I like to apply is coconut oil. For this and for any other oil I use for this pre-shampooing mask, I have 2 ways to use it. Either I just take a teeny tiny bit and just spread it first in my fingers, then run it through my hair, or I really take a lot. For coconut oil in winter I heat it a bit up so that it becomes liquid, and then I just really kind of dump my hair into it and have it soak in. When I do that, that's what I usually do overnight because so the hair just has time to soak everything in. I also apply it to the scalp, and the scalp has also time to soak it in, so that's what I would do overnight. That's obviously something that's kind of hard to wash out, so it's nothing I would do for every time I wash my hair. Maybe every fortnight to once a month I would do that during winter. Once I'm ready to wash my hair, I have 2 hair shampooing rituals which I alternate. Basically I use some shampoo which is really rich and gives a lot of moisture, and then I use another one which is a bit more, not stripping the hair, but it just takes a bit more of oil product, whatever's in there, out of the hair and just gives a bit more volume. I'm currently doing it like this, so 2 times in a row I wash with the nourishing shampoo, and then the next time I wash my hair I will wash it with the volume shampoo. This is all separate washes, this is not in one go. This is like, so for example if I say I wash it weekly, I would use in 1 week a nourishing shampoo, next week nourishing shampoo, then the volume shampoo, and then the nourishing shampoo again 2 times, volume shampoo, and so on. You get the picture. Examples for the nourishing shampoos would be, for example, the Weleda Oat Replenishing Nourishing Shampoo. So that is my holy grail shampoo for like nourishing shampoo, and I've been using it for a long time. That one's also the one I have already recommended to almost every friend of mine, and then usually I get the response, no, it doesn't work for me, it makes my hair too heavy, and yeah, it's just too nourishing, too much, and it just makes my hair heavy and it's not great. And then I say to them, well, I did not say you should use it for every single hair wash. I just said you should filter it in occasionally. So for me that means like 2 times washing with this, and then the next time I wash with something that strips a bit more off my hair. And then for some people with maybe thinner hair, which easily gets overloaded, that might mean you wash 2 times with a shampoo that gives a bit more volume and then 1 time this one, and it just kind of really straightens and softens your hair. Also an all-time favorite for me is the Shampooing Rose for dry damaged hair by the Organic Pharmacy. So that one's also a shampoo that kind of nourishes the hair. It might make it also a bit heavy if you overload your hair with it, but it just really softens and straightens the hair, and it's definitely something I can recommend for my nourishing hair care, shampooing, treatment, routine, whatever. These two are actually quite similar, so you could use them as a substitute for one another. And then I just discovered this year the Lavera Bio Macadamia Nut Oil and Almond Oil Repair Shampoo, 2-in-1. So this even kind of says on the packaging it's shampoo and conditioner in one, and it really is. So if I wash my hair with that, it really leaves it really soft and conditioned, a bit more heavy, a bit more nourishing, softening on the hair than those two. So if you are concerned that your hair might get too overloaded, might get too heavy, I think you would be better off with those two. That one here is really good if you really got, like me, thick hair, a lot of hair, maybe really dry hair, and you really want to tame it, then I can definitely say you could give that one a shot. So that is for my nourishing hair care rituals. So when I'm then to balance that, wash with shampoos that are a bit more stripping the hair and a bit more cleansing to give a bit more volume, I then use, for example, the volume shampoo Orange by Lavera. So that is one which really gives a lot of volume. That's also in my summer hair care routine, so it's kind of like an all-time favorite of mine. But that really works also in winter if you just want to pop in that one hair wash where you want to give a bit more volume. So again, from Lavera, the anti-grease shampoo that's with lemon and mint. These are kind of similar. I would say this one still leaves the hair a little bit softer whilst giving volume, and that kind of is a bit more stripping. I mean, it's not like stripping like that your hair is super dry afterwards, but it is just really taking out a bit more product which still might have been accumulated in the hair. These here, I know that the packaging has changed, so they are still in my stock, but you should still be able to get them. Might just look a little bit different now. What all those shampoos, however, did have in common were that they're free from silicone and SLS. So that's kind of my prerequisite in my shampoo routine. Right, so once I'm done with shampooing my hair, I then don't apply conditioner. So that is something a friend of mine, she kind of got me to try that because we were talking about it, and I was saying, you know what, all the time when I apply conditioner, I can literally pull out my hair. So when I'm like washing my hair and I apply the conditioner and I just massage it in, I can literally pull out strands of my hair, which I found was really, really scary. And she told me, in fact, yeah, that's what conditioner does. It kind of makes your hair thin out and everything. And I was really shocked and scared. And I did some research, it was years ago, and back then I couldn't really find anything about that. So I just thought I'd try without, and now I actually do, instead of conditioner, I use always a mask. And it's also, to be honest, because I've got like so long hair, and obviously the lengths and the ends, they tend to get dry because they've been like growing out there for a long time. So I think it's even beneficial for my routine if I use the mask instead of the conditioner. And just one example here, because that is really what I use all the time, even in summer, but especially in winter I use it very often. It's the Oud Replenishing hair mask by Weleda. So that one is actually from the same line like this shampoo, and this one is a really, really nice and softening, straightening anti-frizz mask. So I use this after every wash like I would use a conditioner. Only thing I have to say, when I use this one here, I don't use the mask afterwards because this one already is so rich and so nourishing and so heavy on the hair. So I don't really use this one and I don't really need this one. So that was already it with all the things I gonna rinse out. And then I come to my leave-in conditioner. Currently, I'm still using the Too Faced Moisturizing Leave-In Spray Conditioner by German drugstore brand Alverde. The thing is with that one, they replaced it, so this one you can't buy anymore, so they replaced it with that one. And as you can see, I tried it a little bit and I'm not thrilled with the new one. With the new formula, I am not thrilled. So I have no clue what I'm gonna do, because this is my last bottle of the old one. No clue what I'm gonna do when this one runs out, and I think I just have to find a new product because I'm really not thrilled with that one. So yeah. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do with this one, I apply it to the lengths in my hair and then I comb my hair. I know there's a discussion whether you should comb your hair or anything whilst it's wet, and I know it can damage your hair, you have to be really careful, but to be honest, I really have to do that because my hair is so thick and it will get so tangled and I will have so many knots if I do not do that. Also, I think combing my hair distributes the leave-in conditioner a little bit more evenly throughout the hair. And once I'm done with that, I then use the hairdryer. Once I'm done with the hairdryer, I apply oil to my ends, and I like to use Moroccan Argan Oil for that, which I prefer to be organic, cold pressed, raw, so all the vitamins are still in there. And I just apply a tiny little bit, so I will first apply it to my fingers, just kind of spread it on my hand, my fingers first, and then I just run my fingers through my ends. Usually I do wash my hair in the evening, just because it takes a lot of time. In the evening I have more time, and then I'll go to sleep on it, and I will use one of these Invasi bubbles to tie it up in a bun, and I sleep with this bun, and that kind of gives a little bit of wavy, natural wavy look to my hair. The next morning when I wake up and I open up my hair and I see that there's some hair flying or whatever, I then apply some more either argan oil, or what I like to do, especially in winter when I wear my hair straight, is to also apply some shea butter. So I use the 100% pure and unrefined shea butter by Laughing Bird for that, and this one you just really need very little, because otherwise your hair just gonna look greasy and everything. So I would use a tiny little bit, just spread it on my fingers and then just run my fingers over my hair. And that's actually something I repeat not on a daily basis, but just as I need during washes. So if I think something looks a bit dry, or something could use a little bit of moist, a little bit of protection, then I would apply the shea butter. And that's also kind of, if you think about it, like a little hair mask you're doing every day, which kind of builds up over the days to your next wash and just nourishes and protects your hair during the washes. If during the washes my hair gets a bit greasy, or I just want a bit more volume, then I also use some dry shampoo. At the moment I'm using the one by Acure. I already showed that in my Best of Beauty 2017 video, so I'm gonna link that for you in the description in case you want to check out other products too. And yeah, that was already it. I hope you enjoyed the insight in my winter hair care routine. It would be lovely to hear from you if you got some tips and tricks for me to share. For example, a good substitute for this one here. And so I'd appreciate if you comment below. And if you want to find out more about some special rituals I do, some specific masks or some specific treatments I do, I frequently post on my Instagram some inspiration. Also, why don't you let me know what other topics would be of interest for you? As a next project, I'd love to do a skincare routine for cold days. So it would be great if you tuned in. See you soon. And now I have to bring everything back to the bathroom. And finally, I've got proper light, so let's try this. Whoa, this was bright. So because otherwise it's Hey Siri, please turn off low power mode.
Okay, I've turned off low power mode.
And then I just oh my god, there's too much shampoo standing around here. Can you actually see that? No. Conditioner. Or yeah, blow dry. So currently I'm still, because it does make a huge difference to